Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will talk about resume building. If you are a fresher with no prior work experience, you have to have a very good resume so that you can enter into that interview pool of all the potential employers. For example, let's say you have done bachelor's in technology, computer science. You have done this 4 years course. Now you're looking for a job opportunity in your particular location or any other location for that matter of fact. Then you have to share some document with the employer, right? So that document is a resume that will have all the important pointers that describes you, right? All the skill sets that you have possessed, education, then all the projects you have done, internship if you have done any. So all the things are there in the resume which are really important, that you feel are important for the employer to know about you. So this step becomes very important in employment process. So in this video, I'll talk about how to create resume. If you go with me step by step, you can build your own resume that will help you to get shortlisted. So let's get started. So currently, as you can see on the screen, this is the Canva. You can create your own account in Canva and start building your resume, right? So if I zoom in, so this is the resume for Paula Wilson. This is one fictitious character, right? She is data analyst, right? Her LinkedIn profile is there. So you have to provide your LinkedIn profile. Then if you are on GitHub, you can provide that link as well. If you have done some Tableau dashboarding, so you can provide the link for that as well, right? Now you have to mention your location, your mobile number, your email ID. Your phone number and email ID are really important because if you are shortlisted, this phone number or email ID will be used to communicate. If your mobile number is not updated, you might miss that particular opportunity, right? So let's say for this particular profile, Paula Wilson, she's a data analyst and she stays in Sydney. Her mobile number is this. So if you notice this particular email ID is not that good. You don't have to be creative with your email ID. It should be very simple, very professional, right? For example, here it is Star Wars Edict 12, right? So it doesn't look good to have some catchy or some creative kind of email IDs. It should be simple, Paula.Wilson. If you don't get this ID, for example, then you can use 123 or your date of birth, let's say, anything. So this is still professional, right? So this is how you can have your email ID, right? And then first section would be profile summary. This is important because the recruiter will see the summary, what exactly you are looking into. So you are a college graduate, attentive to sales data, passionate about studying how to improve performance, seeking to leverage data analytical skills to improve corporate performance as a data analyst, right? So it is a short, crisp summary about you, what exactly you are seeking and what you are, right? Then the next section can be skills. So what are the skills you have? So for example, you are looking for data analyst roles. So it is important for you to showcase what you know for data analyst, right? For example, in programming, you might know Python, SQL. These are very important languages. So if you know, you should write that I know Python, I know SQL. In visualization, there are various BI tools such as Power BI, then Excel charts, Tableau, ClickSense. So whatever you know, you have to write. For example, if you don't know Tableau but you know Power BI, then just mention Power BI, don't mention Tableau, because once you get shortlisted and you get to have an interview, and if they ask you something related to Tableau and you would not be knowing, that would make a negative sign, right? So you don't want that to happen. Then going to database, if you know MySQL, MS SQL Server, if you know Postgre, NoSQL, whatever you know, you write all those databases over here. Then soft skill, you can mention that you are excellent in verbal as well as written communication skills. If you feel you are good in negotiation, you can have negotiation. If you're a team member, you can write that. So according to your own skill set, you can add those pointers. So this is one of the important section, you can say, wherein the recruiter will get to know what all languages and BI tools you know. Right, coming to education, this is also an important section because currently you don't have any work experience, so you have to showcase what exactly you have done. If you are a BBA, if you are a BTech, if you have done some bachelor's in science, whatever you have done, mention that with your branch as well as CGPA, right? So you have to mention that as well with year. So you have done, like for example, in this case, Paula Wilson has done Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science with CGPA of 4.4, 2018 to 2022. 4 years course it is. She has done from University of Sydney and city is Sydney, right? So you have to mention your college name as well as the city, right? And what exactly you've done. So for example, capstone project developed a plan to reduce driver downtime for a major shipping company. Right, so this can be done. So you just need to, yeah. And second point is specialized in data structural algorithms and statistics coursework. So you can mention what exactly you have majored in, what were your important, or you can say like favorite subjects, what exactly you have worked on, the projects. You can mention all those things that will be relevant to data analyst roles, right? Coming to the next section, that will be internships. So as you don't have any work ex, you have to show what internships you have done and what exactly you have done in those particular internships. So Paula, she did internship from Woolworths. So this is a retail chain in Sydney. She did this internship from month of May 2021 till July 2021. This was 3 months internship program where she worked on Microsoft SPSS. So she utilized Microsoft SPSS statistical software to track and analyze data. So this section will help you, the recruiter, to understand what kind of things you have already done, what kind of things you already have experience in. So you have to mention that, for example, designed and built statistical analysis models on large data sets using Teradata. So Teradata is one of the tool. You can highlight this so that the recruiter can see. Then created real-time interactive dashboards on Microsoft Power BI, right? Successfully interpreted data to identify key metrics and draw conclusion using Microsoft Power BI and SQL. So these are the important things you can highlight. You can mention the things what you have already done. Proposed solutions to improve system efficiencies leading to 15% reduction in operating costs. It is important for you not to just write things what you have done, but to show the output, what impact you created when you were employed. Because all the organizations, they are looking for output driven people. They are not just focused on people who are just writing things globally, right? You need to write the numbers. So for example, you created the Power BI dashboard, so how it impacted. So maybe the management saw that, and because of that their sale improved by 10%, let's say. So you have to mention all those things. Then coming to the next section, that is certifications. This is also very important section. So because you don't have any work ex, you have to show that what all things you possess. So this is not like you can fake it. If you have the certification, then only you have to mention them. So for example, Coursera John Hopkins data science certification is there. She did in 2021. Then certification of professional achievement in data sciences from Columbia University. Then she is a Microsoft Power BI certified 2022. So you have to mention the year as well, right? Then coming to the project section. So these two certification as well as projects, these are interchangeable, right? For example, first I am getting this particular section certification. You can have projects and then have certifications. That is totally fine, right? So this is the last section, projects, where you have to mention all the projects you already have done. For example, data visualization project. Here you have created the heat map and bar charts to analyze which real estates have spiked by more than 50% in the current year in Sydney region. So the recruiter will see that you know visualization, you have done some projects, he will have some confidence in you. This will help in those particular build-ups. Second is data cleaning project. If you already have done those kind of projects, you can tell them that I have done data cleaning project in Python. I did clean the data with rows more than 50 lakh records. So many things are there. So you have to mention all those things. Then you have done data modeling project, forecasting the sales trends. For example, if you have historical data of, let's say, past 5 years, now the company wants to predict or forecast the next year's data depending on the internal factors, all those factors that you have to consider. So you can create ARIMA model in Python. There are various other models, right? So if you have created ARIMA model, you can show that I have done this, and you can share the link as well of that particular file. That will help them to evaluate you, see what exactly you have done, right? So overall, if I brief all the resume which I get from so many people, this particular section is very important. Name, then all the links of profiles, then city, phone number, and email ID. This section is very important. Here also in LinkedIn, if you have your LinkedIn profile, make it more active. You post so many things related to data analyst. What that will impact is, like, recruiter, if he or she visits your LinkedIn profile, they will see what exactly you have done, what kind of post you do. That might make a positive impact while recruiting. So keep writing things on LinkedIn related to data analyst roles. If you have created some dashboards, post them on your LinkedIn profile. If you did some querying on SQL, post them. That will really impact, right? Then all these links, if you already are there, you can show that. Then this summary section is there, skill section is there. This is really important because this will help the recruiter to know what kind of language and tools you know, right? Then education section is important, internships done, then certifications and projects, right? For example, if you are having experience of, let's say, 1 year or 2 year, you can add one more section of work experience above the internship. So that will also can be incorporated. So anyway, so if you are a fresher, if you just passed out from the college and you want to have the jobs related to data analyst, then these are the important sections, and this is sufficient. And don't go for 2 pages or 3 pages. You are a fresher and 1 page is sufficient. You don't have to bug the recruiter to read every line. They don't have time to read things. They only read the important things. For example, if you bold things, for example, these are the programming languages, you bold, they will see only these keywords, right? So you have to have those keywords in your resume. So for example, SQL, Python, Microsoft Power BI, Tableau, whatever you write all those things, right? What kind of impact you have done, right? How passionate you are. If you are good at math, you tell them, like, I have done these projects on statistics or linear algebra. So all those things you have to mention, because they won't be knowing how much you know. You have to tell them how much you know. Alright guys, so this is it in this particular video. If you're looking for more insights and tips to build your resume for data analyst roles or any other role related to data, then you can comment below, or you can mail me on analyticalguys@gmail.com, or try to connect with me and we can have discussion on this. I can give you the guidance how to use your own skill set, because all resumes will be different. For you, the resume can be different with your different education, different skill set, different kind of internships. it is very important for you to curate the resume as per your experience, right? So you don't have to copy paste from any other and just go with that particular template. For example, this is Paula Wilson and this is one of the templates. So you can use the template for reference, but all the content which is there inside will be totally different, right? So that makes sense. If you make it more customized according to your experiences, the recruiter will be very happy. Thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. Thank you.